I think I literally just have to be quick enough to get it there, but it's fine. I've got enough chronostasis, I think, to get me through. So I'll just have to complete this Ronin one, and then onto Vanille, and then I can complete the day. So we should be okay. I might have to fight a robot or two as well. They give 0.2 EP each. Stupid fucking cats.
Bring me the ingredients.
It'd be funny if he
Spices. I'll just need the ingredients.
It would have been nice if he had some different lines if you come back to it multiple times, because clearly you keep losing it to the cats. Can I get 2?
Though you might smell.
Wait, what?
Hello there, little lady.
Damn. I was trying to be smart and have more than one stocked, but I'm not going to let you do that. Okay, I really got to try and not lose the thing this time. I'm looking forward to finding out about Lackley's quest. Yeah, so I'm going to fight this for that extra EP.
You can't read me. The fight will be honest.
Oh, they dropped a crystal. What was that? That's just a guard. Right. Gotta be careful again. I think they're on like a set path, so gotta be very careful. Okay, should be okay. What? It was hiding behind a fucking boulder. Oh my god. Literally this time I thought I had it.
Those little guys are quick. Let's have Rubrio make us another batch.
Fuck me, man. I didn't think I'd lose it a third time. But there was no way I could have known that it was hiding behind that boulder. The game is trolling me now. I'm going to run out of chronostasis soon. Trouble is, because the guy's in the warren, you've got to get it done now, man. You ain't got time to fuck around. Gotta keep killing these Gertrudes as well.
If this is what you want. Fight with everything you have. Savior's got his job. I don't believe.
Okay, we'll be back up to 2 chronostasis points soon.
Bring me the ingredient. Starlit spice. I'll just need the...
I mean, the radius is quite wide as well. I mean, if they're within like a couple of meters of you, I'm gonna steal your old spice. Really got to make sure this is the last time. I'm not going to have time to get back to the cat. But I think it's around for most of the day anyway, so even if I don't get the cat part of it done.
That the shadow hunter is
Okay.
a heavenly messenger.
Before I get too excited, let me do this. Okay.
It's time to wake up.
Finally.
Ronan?
My name is Ronan. Am I in my own body again?
Yep. Looks like this stuff actually worked. Welcome back to your old life.
Back? But if I'm here, then where's Gem?
Look, she's gone. You know that. She's been gone for decades. I know it's a hard reality to face, but you can't keep running from it anymore.
I know. She's never coming back. I get it. You're right. I have to face the truth. But I miss her. I'd give my own life to bring her back.
Wow.
But that's not what I want.
Who is that? Is that you, Gem?
It is, and I'm here to tell you I want you to live, Master. If you die, there will be no one left in the world who remembers me. I lived a short but perfect life. You treated me with love. I couldn't have asked for anything more. I'll always be with you in your heart and in your memories. I want you to be happy, just like you were when we were together.
Gem!
Okay.
Did you see that? I actually talked to Gem. It's like a dream come true.
You experienced something very special. A miracle, even.
I owe all of this to you and Lumina. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
You're thanking Lumina? Have you forgotten she's the reason you almost spent eternity as a cat?
I'm not so sure about that. I think she knew that I'd go to great lengths to bring Gem back, even if it meant hurting myself in the process. I think Lumina saved me from myself.
If that's what you choose to believe, I won't stop you. The important thing to remember is that Gem will always be with you in your heart, and that's where she'll stay.
Okay. I thought I had to return to the cat to complete the quest, but that's good. And of course I got myself some cat ears. As well. Yeah, the cat's voice is one of those ones where I don't know. It's kind of hilarious, but I don't know if it's so different and weird that it's really bad, or if it's just funny. I can't really decide. It's both for me. It's kind of hilariously bad, I guess. Best way to sum it up. Okay, so once again we can head towards the cathedral area. I don't need to chronostase again. And I can wrap up this session's proceedings after reuniting with Vanille. Which should be pretty cool. I think I'll probably end up with like a couple of hours to spend in Luxarian, but I don't really think I need to do anything. I might just run around on the clocks. I always run past this wolf. Okay, you're a bit tough. I get it. Weak to ice. Okay.
I can win with a single blow.
Oh, nice.
You can't break me down.
Poor Wolfie. 0.17, that's not bad. More scraps.
Feel like dying.
Oh, damn.
You can't break me down.
Got quick freeze. Yeah, that works pretty well. Oh, what? Really? Okay, it totally interrupted me there. How dare you? Yeah, Megabyte that. At least I have one final chronostasis in the bag, should I need it for whatever reason. Okay, let's get in here and see if we can... What is this? Proof of courage. Okay. So this is the locked gate and this is the... Yay! Alright. Even though she was teased very early on, we finally get to see Vanille. I don't remember if I checked for clocks here. Isn't that a clock up there? Once again, missed the pole.
So the children of Etro have finally been eradicated.
I don't think so. Aren't they still in the Warren? Trying to kidnap people that volunteered to be kidnapped. Just checking if there's a big clock in here.
The darkness brought here by the children of Etro.
No one will dare defy us after all of this.
Okay, just what does Vanille have to say after all of this? The patron saint of orgasms.
Lightning? Long time no see, Vanille. You look well, and you haven't changed. You're just as I remember.
Me and everyone else. But you don't mean it like that, do you?
Vanille. We'd fought together once, a long time ago. We were comrades in arms in a battle against gods who toyed with human destiny. And at the end of that battle, she sacrificed herself. She turned into a great crystal pillar, rising from the plains of Pulse, holding a world full of people safe in the sky.
But then 13 years ago, she came back.
You again?
Oh.
So you two know each other?
Oh yes, we've been together ever since I woke up.
Right. Thick as thieves.
But Fang's not around.
Well, we woke up at the same time, and we were together for a while. But she left.
And you decided to stay behind under the protection of the Order? You must have a reason.
Uh-huh. There's something I have to do. It has to be me, and it has to happen right here.
There's a lot of chaos swirling around in here. I'd have thought the Order's cathedral at least would still be clear.
Yes, I know. It hurts terribly. I understand. But it won't be long now. You'll be free soon.
Vanille, who are you talking to? What is this stuff?
A wind of sorrow, the lament of the dead. Can't you hear their voices?
Lost souls crying out in pain and suffering.
You mean this wind is the dead?
Yeah, they've been drawn here, one after another. All the people who died after the chaos poured through the gate. They've been swallowed by the chaos, and now they're trapped inside. I can feel it. All their sadness, all their grief. They're swelling around me. Every single cry feels like a dagger. Right in my heart.
Not sure how anyone would be able to psychologically deal with that.
There must be so many millions of souls, and you feel all their pain? That can't be.
Our world is being destroyed. There's no place for them to come back to, and there's no way for them to be reborn anymore. So they're caught in the chaos with their pain. They just can't escape it.
The Order believes that the souls have to be saved from their sorrow. They say the only way to do that is to offer them oblivion. Vanille's job is to call them to her so that can happen.
All of those souls at the same time? But Vanille, will you be able to handle all that?
I don't have any choice.
Besides, if she doesn't, can you guess what will happen? This wind has been building for years. Layers of souls, a black hole of pain. Try and imagine how much energy is inside.
If it ever got out, all at once.
It'd be the end of this world, and the future as well.
Damn, Cathedral quite literally had a dark secret.
Finally, I have you back. Did you run into a chaos infusion or something?
Yeah, but don't worry about it. I'm fine.
I'm glad to hear that. Oh, and Vanille was looking well. Don't you think so?
Hope, is it me, or do you sound happy? Does someone have a little crush?
What are you talking about, Light? Of course not.
Okay. Yeah, I don't blame him. Especially considering the circumstances of how they met and their adventure together and all that stuff. But yeah, that's pretty intriguing. Vanille's special task. She has to send all of the souls of the undead to oblivion. Surely that's... I mean, I guess lightning can't help those souls anyway. So, I guess what Vanille's doing isn't all that bad either.
Want to talk about something?
Yes, many things.
Me and Fang, we woke up 13 years ago. Lumina was the one that found us back then. All confused. You can imagine why. We were asleep in crystal for 1,000 years after all. Maybe even longer than that. You know, a lot of people died because of what we did in the past. I think that's why we were called back. To make amends. We were brought back for the end of the world. To pay our debts. But we needed you. The world did. I've been waiting all these years for you to come back to us, Lightning. The Savior's coming means that the end is finally here. I'll get to rest in peace at last. It will all be over.
Wait a minute, she has to make amends? What, for sacrificing herself and creating a crystal pillar that saved the world? Am I missing something here? Probably.
What is it? Fang used to live here too, when we woke up. But she left for my sake, to find an ancient relic of the gods, something I desperately need before the end comes. The Holy Clavis. It's somewhere in the dead dunes, and we have to have it before the last day. She knows that. I thought she'd be back in no time, but the days stretched into weeks, into months. And now it's been years. She never came back in all that time, not even once. I know that she said she didn't like the Order much. That much was for certain. Or maybe she's just given up on me. It seems like Fang's having a good time, though. My bit of crystal shows me that much, at least. I'm glad that she's out there somewhere, living, laughing. I'm the one who's been given the means to atone for what we did, not Fang, not anyone else, so I have to. I have to pay for our sins.
Wow, okay. So, guess who we might be seeing in the Dead Dunes?
It's a bit embarrassing. I've heard what they say about me. The people see me as some kind of curiosity. They call me a saint, and they say that I can talk to chaos. But I'm no saint. I can't talk back to the voices. Only listen. When I woke up, I could feel them in the chaos. The dead. And hear their cries of pain. I want to do something with this power I was given. That's why I've stayed here, within the cathedral's walls. I'm not a prisoner. Really, I'm not. This is what I've chosen for myself. I won't leave. I was given this power so I could atone to the dead. I want to do that. I owe them that. But I still need one more thing before I can. That's why I chose to stay and work with the Order. They can get me what I need to atone.
I mean, if there's one person who could listen to the pain and anguish of millions of people for 13 years and still be pretty chipper, that person is Vanille, for sure.
It's a bit embarrassing. I want to see them every day, but I can't.
Yeah, this is what I was curious about.
Saz left the cities and is living quietly out somewhere in the wilds, Lumina says. Snow's the patron now, and he can't just leave Yusnan. And Hope, he disappeared years and years ago. None of us know where he went. Hope was a leader of the people, way back when the chaos began enveloping the entire world. He's the one who kept society together. But then he just disappeared. It was almost worse than if he'd never been there at all. People panicked. Some people think that God summoned him back to his side, but that's just hope. Wishful thinking. Everyone wants to believe that he went someplace better, that's all. I wanted to get everyone together, to meet you when you came. But everyone's gone their separate ways now. Sorry.
Fair play. Okay, I think that's all we can get from Vanille for now. But clearly she's going to be around when we get towards the end of the story. Very interesting. So a few episodes back I was thinking about the scene between Lightning and Snow and how she's like, you know, you have to live, and I was wondering how does that feed into this whole thing, like why does it even matter? And I think back then I suggested it as well, but based on more of what we've been hearing, it seems like the only people Lightning can really save are people who are still alive and people who are willing to let Lightning have their soul in order to take it over to the new world. So people who have already died, I guess Sarah is an exception here because of what Bunavelta has promised Lightning. But in general, if the person has already died and their soul is already in the chaos, then it's like bye-bye, those souls are not coming back, from what I understand. So ultimately that's not a lot of people, considering the population of the entire world. So if we're counting like Cocoon and Pulse, the populations of those worlds plus the population of those worlds relative to the amount of people that Lightning can save in the space of like 13 days, it doesn't really seem all that much. So it seems a bit unfair on all those people that have already died, because they don't have a shot of coming back. That's why it was a little bit difficult for me to understand, because I thought, well, we're bringing back souls. Lightning's saving souls in order to bring back souls. So at the end of the day, the dead souls, they should also be able to come back as well, right? But I guess based on whatever, you know, quote-unquote rules that they've come up with for this universe and this game, they have to be souls that have been willingly given to Lightning or willingly allowed to be taken by Lightning or whatever. And that's why I guess all of that stuff matters. So yeah, okay. So begin.
Light,
Here
it's
he
almost
is.
time to transport you back to the Ark to recalibrate the time distortion.
So yeah, we've been given a little bit of a teaser about the dead dunes and Fang. And interestingly enough, she mentioned that Saz moved away from the cities into the wild somewhere. Now, when they mentioned, you know, the chocobo and all that kind of stuff, I was like, surely we're going to run into Saz then. For a second, I was like, could Saz be Dr. Ghazal? That's literally how much I didn't remember it, because I thought maybe because of his whole, you know, his chocobo connection, and add an extra however many years onto it, he's like a chocobo expert or some shit, and he's known as Dr. Ghazal, but obviously not. But I feel like he's still got a feature. Saz is one of them characters, they always find a way to shoehorn him in. And I guess everyone else is there, so why not Saz as well? So I think maybe in the coming sessions in the Wildlands, we might actually be bumping into Saz. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, I think that's all I have to discuss. It's already 5:30. Don't need to do anything here. I'll wait. I'll run around until it's Ark time. And I think I will start the next session at the Ark.
You need to return to the Ark at 6 every morning, without question. Remember that, Light.
So yeah, I hope still giving us very helpful reminders of things that we'd never have guessed if he hadn't have reminded us every 15 minutes of game time. So we thank him for that. But
You, Oh, here, take that.
nice. Okay.
Things have been good for me, having a skilled seed hunter like you helping me out. I had a handful of great hunters, but they were all killed by some ugly monster that came out of the chaos. That's why I'm out here all by my lonesome, looking for warriors with enough guts to take on the job of a seed hunter.
Okay, well that was pretty cool. Actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to escape, and that's going to automatically take me to the Ark, I believe. Not something I've done before, but there we go.
Sarah.
It won't be long now. I'm coming home soon, aren't I?
No, wait! A reminder from Benevelza. It was just a mirage. God didn't want me to forget the bait he dangled in front of me when he asked me to be the savior.
Where's Hope?
But the moment I realized that, I became aware of something else too. When I looked into Sarah's face, when I heard her voice and when I saw the promise of her return, I should have felt something, a surge of joy or warmth. But instead, I felt nothing inside. And strangely, I didn't care.
Time. That's time, man. But where was Hope? He disappeared from that little bit. Wasn't at his desk. So how are we doing? We're opening up more flowers, or whatever they are. Yes, sir.
It's a new seed of time.
Yay for time seeds. Day 6. So at least in terms of day count, we're almost halfway there.
You survived another day.
Indeed I did. Let me quickly check what they've got for me. 5 bronze mana stones. Okay. Not what I was expecting. I was kind of hoping for a new garb or something. Okay. before I talk to Hope, I will save here, and I will see you guys in the next episode.